This is the Red Church. I'm playing Jack. The persona is like up down, like the classic way. I think it was 2 on Berserker and 2 on Confined Space. Now first I went over here because I knew that there was a spawn location. But the mechanic was clever and she went around the back way so I couldn't see her footprints. And then I ran into another mechanic, but she was clever too because she just immediately ran away and I couldn't see her footprints either. And so I thought that there was no one there. So a pretty bad start at the first glance because, well, the first person I find is a coordinator and nobody wants to chase a coordinator since, well, that's pretty pointless. Since it's not like she decodes fast when someone's on the chair, and even if I catch her, she's gonna sit on the chair for ages. At first I thought that I could have gotten some good stuff out of it by teleporting, but it was just a doll. And yeah, so you can see a very bad start. And then I ran into the perfumer, and then so we had a bit of a little chase there. I pulled away from the power. For some reason it still hit me. And then Fritz's perfume was pretty solid. But unfortunately she reacted a bit too slow to that. It was a sort of like over the palate knife, and so now her second perfume is kind of useless. You can see in this one that I do a lot of very sharp camera turning, because honestly if you can't learn how to do that, you can't really survive as a hunter. Like if you can't turn the camera as fast as they turn it. Now this team has 2 mechanics. It can either be a good thing or a bad thing. A good thing is because, well, I can easily nerf their decoding speed by injuring someone. Okay, that was a mistake. Because I wanted her to rescue as soon as possible instead of doing stuff. And now, since I failed to get them over half, I decided to go for a double down. And so I hit the mechanic. Oh yeah, as I was saying, it could be a good thing or a bad thing. A good thing because, well, I can control their decoding speed very easily by hitting their teammates. But the bad part is that they have puppets. There's more things for me to account for. And now, since the perfumer takes a bit longer to get up, I decided to hit the mechanic as well so that she can't save, or at least for a while. Since mechanics without their puppet, at half health, they're pretty much useless since they can't decode and they can't save since they're only at half health. And that's why I honestly really like seeing mechanics rather than Mind's Eye, since in Mind's Eyes you can't really control their decoding speed wherever, you have to catch them yourself. I tried to get the coordinator to half health, but it missed and went onto the perfumer instead, which I suppose was a good thing since it would have no benefit to the coordinator shooting. And I got rid of the doll first because, well, mechanics. The most important thing is to get rid of the dolls. Now here I made a mistake, since now the cord tried to prank me into putting it down. I pressed the put down button, but it was a bit too late since the hit already registered. And since I went into the church, I saw no benefit in trying to get them since there was only 1 cipher left. You see, sometimes it's a bad thing since the mechanics can decode really fast with their puppets. All around interruption over here. I tried to chase them again since the mechanic went away, but yeah, I hit her there. That was a good thing. I thought that I'd still have more time to chase him down against one of them, but then I saw the cipher moving again, and so I went back. And so you see, as a hunter, you really have to mind the ciphers a lot. Even even if you can set up the best defense, the most amazing part, and you're able to double down each and every single time, and everyone goes over half. Even so, you're still going to find yourself in a tough pinch if you can't mind the ciphers. Because while 2 people are not decoding by saving, there's still 2 others who are decoding. And in this case, 4 others who are decoding, since we have 2 mechanics. And even though I didn't know that the puppet was almost dead, but I still got rid of it anyway because it would have interrupted my ability to determine where the other people's positions were by tinnitus. Now, I don't know how that perfumer got a gun. That is incredibly lucky. All the survivors this round were really, really lucky, and I'm frankly quite insulted by it. Now you see the perfumer gets a gun. Fortunately, I was still able to down. And since I used up my fog blade, I tried to hit the coordinator and the mechanic, but I failed. So I decided to just hang the perfumer since she would fly immediately and immediately go mine the ciphers. I'm not very concerned about the mechanics since they decode about as fast as a mercenary right now. Since one each of their teammates is injured. The best possible scenario is if I injure the coordinator as well, but then I have to try not to do the knife wiping animation because unlike other saving roles, the coordinator only get... Okay, there, she was trying to block my fog blade with the pallet because you can do that, but unfortunately I hit through the pallet instead of through the bench and into the pallet. So that was a good part, and now they're all injured. The mechanic can't decode. Now you see that? You see that? They're so lucky. The other mechanic got another fucking puppet. And then you're gonna see later that they're gonna get a third one, I think. It's ridiculous. Normally when I go through boxes, I go through 3 of them, I get flashlights. Now look at that. So, they saw that I was camping the ciphers and they tried to decode a new one, but I was able to intercept them before they could do anything about that. I did not see the coordinator back there being healed, so I didn't really do anything. That mechanic was the one that I had chaired twice. And now we got the third mechanic. Since this one's at half health, I can just hit her all I want. The coordinator can't decode that machine that quickly to prime it. And once I chair the mechanic, the coordinator can't decode as well. Oh wait, it was just one. Sorry, my bad. It was just one puppet. But still, come on. I saw the cipher being decoded, and so I decided to go over there since it looked like it was shaking a decent amount. But yeah, so basically as Hunter, now I haven't been doing a lot of explanation here, but basically as a Hunter, you have to have the ciphers as the priority. While you can mine the chairs, and you can have a double down, and that would mean that two less people are decoding, but still, in the endgame stages when it only takes one person to be able to completely finish the cipher. Now here I decided to chase the coordinator since she was going in the direction of the main gate. Even though the mechanic might have been chaired once already, but she was heading towards the cemetery, and I wasn't sure whether I would be able to catch her or not. And so, well, if the coordinator had opened the door, I hadn't managed to catch the mechanic. It might have ended in a situation where where the coordinator runs out and the mechanic escapes via the dungeon, and that would mean a tie for me and all my previous work all gone. And so I decided to chase the coordinator instead. But as I was saying, as a hunter, you need to mind the ciphers.